Hey guys, so I just filmed my everyday eye makeup routine and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Basically, I just kind of take a little bit colors. I don't always do it this dark. Some days I don't wear eyeshadow at all. Some days I just go with my natural. I just put a little bit of concealer on there and go, and that's it. But most of the time I do put eyeshadow on. This is kind of the weekend, so I went a little bit more natural, not natural, but a little bit more out there and a little bit more like bam in your face. So I hope you guys really enjoy this look and I will talk to you later. Bye everyone. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelid, and I'm going to be using this primer that came in this compact. You can use whatever kind of primer you want, but I'm just going to be using this one, and it looks like this. I'm going to get a good amount on my finger, if you guys can see that, and I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid. Just like that. And even up by my brow, because I will be putting eyeshadow there as well. Okay, so it looks like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is add a base to my eyeshadow. This is kind of a luxury. You don't have to add a base or anything. But since I use shimmer eyeshadow, I like to apply a shimmer base to kind of contrast with it. And I'm going to be using two colors out of this quad. And this is actually like a cream shadow, so you can just use this if you wanted and go to school like that. And so I'm just going to be using this. This is the Maybelline Color Delights. Oh my gosh, I have something in my eye. Okay, this is the Maybelline Color Delights. It looks like this. It's just a quad. I got it on sale at CVS or something like that. And I will be using these two colors right here. This one right here. And also this one right here. So I'm going to start with this one and just kind of dip my finger in there. And you don't need a lot. Like a little goes a long way. And you're just going to put that all over your lid. Just like that. And then the next color I'm going to use is this one right here. So I'm just going to apply that all over my lid as well. And this just adds a little bit more shimmer and makes my eyeshadow pop. Okay. So after that is complete and it's blended in, I'm going to take and start applying my shadow. And as you can see, this one is really blended, and I'm going to do the same with this eye. So I'm going to be using my Coastal Scents 88 Ultra Shimmer Palette, and I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys the color I'm going to be using. So the only ones I'm going to be using are in this row right here. I'm going to be using this color right here, this one right here, this one right here, this brown right here, and this gold. So those are the only ones I'm going to be using. So the first step I'm going to do is just take these two colors right here, and I'm going to blend these together and put them on the inner corner of my eye. And I'm just going to use a flat shader brush for that. This is just an e.l.f. Cosmetics one. Any flat shader brush will work. And I'm just going to blend the two together. And I do that by doing this. I just take and I put one here, 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 just like that. You're going to just tap off the excess and apply to the inner corner of your eye. So all over the inner corner of my eyelid. And it's okay if you get some underneath because you actually want that. So I'm just going to keep building that up. As you can hear, I'm a little stuffed up today, so I'm sorry for that. Okay, the next thing, I'm just going to wipe off my brush, and I'm going to apply this brown right here. That brown I showed you. And I'm going to apply that to the inner, or not the inner, to the very middle or the center of my eyelid. Just like this. And you just want to keep kind of like building it. You don't want to worry about kind of like mixing them together or blending them out together, because that will be for the end. So you're just going to apply that. Then you're going to take that gold that I showed you, and you're going to get a good amount on your brush. Tap off the excess. This one's really pigmented. And you're going to put this in the outer corner. Any gold will work for this look. And I'm just going to blend it into my crease using the flat shader brush. Just like I am. Okay, just kind of tap it on. And then once you're done with that, you can take a blending brush or any type of brush that you want. And I'm just going to use this one right here. I got this one for Christmas in the PB Teen brush roll. And I'm going to just blend out my crease. I'm not going to blend any of the other colors in yet. Just blend out the crease. And by blending out the crease, it'll kind of blend the other colors together as well. So just blend it out as much as you want. Blending it, I love blending. Okay, once I do that, if I need to, I will apply a little bit more of the gold, but I think that is just right. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my flat shader brush again, and I'm going to take just a little bit of this color right here, and I'm going to get that on my brush. I'm not going to mix it with anything. Tap off the excess and put it just underneath where I put that gold. So I'm just going to tap it super close to the base of my lashes. Just like that. I feel like my nose is like all gross. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take and put a highlight color, and this is when I'm going to blend everything else together. So I'm going to take this color right here for a highlight. I just got a bunch of eyeshadow on my hand. Tap my brush in there, get a good amount on my brush, like that. Tap off the excess, and just kind of put it underneath my brow. So that adds a little bit more of a highlight, and I'm going to just blend that to the inner corner and then all the way to the outer corner and down into my crease. Just like that. So that is all the blending I'm going to do. So the next thing is, if I want to take a little bit more gold to my eye, I can do that. So I'm just going to tap my brush into the gold. I'm going to use the same brush I just used for blending before I use the big brush. And I'm going to apply a little bit more to the crease and just kind of blend it out a little bit. And you can do windshield wiper motions, you can do circle motions, you can do just tapping. I just like to do the quickest way, and I like to just do that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of this really bright light color right here. Take a little bit on my ring finger, just like that, and just kind of tap it into my corner of my eye. So I have a little bit of a highlight, and then you can just, if you have a little bit too much, just blend it out with your finger. And then I'm going to take this brush, a sponge tip applicator brush. It looks like this. I'm going to take a little bit of that gold and kind of get a good amount on my brush, swirl it around in there, tap off the excess, and just put it up underneath my lower lash line. And I find that using a sponge tip applicator for this works better than using like an eyeliner brush. So just kind of apply it as needed. Just like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a little crease brush like this and just kind of blend out the little crease, doing little circle motions, just like that, until you have it just right. So that is it for my eyeshadows for right this second. So what I'm going to do is take and do my eyeliner now. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner and just the brush that came with it. I don't have like a special brush. It looks like this. I'm going to tap my brush in there, get a good amount on my brush. And for this, I know it's kind of unhealthy to like squeeze your eye, but that's what I have to do because I'm really bad at this. I'm going to try and stay in the frame while I do this because I have to be like super close to my mirror. Okay, and then if I need more, just get a little bit more on my brush. Apply it as needed. And then once the top is done, I'm just going to do a teeny tiny bit on my waterline. So I'm just going to pull it down to where I see my waterline and just kind of go along the bottom. Really trying to focus on only getting it on my waterline, nowhere else. So just like that, and you just kind of want to make it even with the other eye, which they basically are. So the next thing I'm going to do is just apply the first coat of my mascara, and the mascara I'm using is the Maybelline Falsies, so I'm just going to apply one coat of that before I curl my lashes. And I know that it's bad to curl your lashes after you put mascara on, but I find that is what holds the curl to my lashes a little bit more. So once I have that, I'm just going to let that dry, and I'm going to do my lips while that dries, so stay watching. So the first thing I'm going to do for my lips is take any kind of lipstick. I'm using this lipstick from Victoria's Secret, and this is in the color Ruby Slippers. Focus, camera. It's not focusing. Okay, this is not going to focus, is it? I really want it to so you guys can see it. But it says Ruby Slippers. And I'm just going to take, and it's super, super dark, and I'm going to apply just a little bit on my bottom lip. just like that. So it's kind of uneven, but it's okay. I'm going to mix it together with my lips and even using my finger. You can use a brush if you want. I just like my finger. I feel like it evens it out a little more. So it's super dark. So now I'm going to take a lip gloss. This is the Mary Kay Nourishine. This is in the color Coral Rose, and I really hope this focuses so you guys can see this. But I don't think it's going to. Focus, camera. You can do it. It's being really lazy today. It doesn't want to focus. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and just kind of put it all over. And I find this looks really pretty. Mix it together, and this is what my lips end up looking like. If you have a little bit too much on there, you can take any kind of towel. I just have this towel laying down, and I'm going to take it and just put it between my lips and just kind of go down on it a little bit, like that. And I find that just kind of makes it a little bit more natural. So the last step I'm going to do is curl my lashes and then put the second coat or the third coat onto my lashes. So I'm just going to take and curl my lashes really quickly. And I don't have long lashes at all, so I guess that works. So now I have my lashes curled, and I'm going to apply another coat of this and just kind of go along with it. And I'm going to apply a little bit to my bottom lashes as well. So they look like that. I'm not going to apply a lot to my bottom lashes because I don't want them to stand out. I want that gold on the bottom to kind of stand out more than my lashes. So I'm just going to keep applying to where I want them to be. And that is all for this look. I hope you guys really enjoy this, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.